what's up? It's Deanna. If you haven't already seen it, try to watch the video of how I destroyed the lid on this jar and how I was able to save it with Rub and Buff. So this is a tobacco jar. It's antique. It's probably from about 1900 to 1915. It's early American pressed glass, and I want to use it for my tobacco. So I cleaned the inside of the jar. It does look gnarly though, but that's just tarnish. And you see that little centerpiece? You're supposed to stick a wet sponge in there with distilled water to hydrate your tobacco. And so what I need to do is get a sponge for that. And all I have is just one of these type of sponges with the scrubby side. And I got to get the scrubby side off. And I got to cut it so I could fit it into this lid. So stay tuned while I try to do it. I hope I don't ruin it. Let's see. All right. I'm going to place you guys. I have an X-Acto knife or a box cutter. I'm going to place you guys on a makeshift stand. And let's see if I could do this. Whoa, there goes my phone. Oh boy. I'm telling you guys, I really have to get a stand. All right. So what I'm going to try to do is get this scrubby thing off of the sponge. And I hope I don't end up in the ER because I'm known to be a klutz. Wow, this thing is sharper than I thought. I took it home when I used to work in retail. This was my retail box cutter. One day I had it in my pocket and I was like, oh, it's mine now. And this has been with me ever since. Oh, good God. Oh, wait, I think I could just pull it off now. This is not going to be the prettiest looking sponge when I get through with it. There we go. Okay, so I was able to do it. Look at that. So now I got to try to get it to fit. This is my stand, by the way. So now I got to try to get this to fit in here. So I'm thinking I'm going to just have to trim a little bit off on the end. Let's try that without cutting my finger off. And I have to find, oh boy, I actually have to find something I can use to cut. Actually, I have an old beat up cutting board. Let me do that. Sorry for the racket. This is from the dollar store. These things always come in handy. And let's see if it fits now. I have to try to get it under here. And it does. Look at that. Awesome. So now I got to get some distilled water and saturate this sponge. And I'll show you the finished product. Stay tuned. So I poured distilled water all over the sponge, squeezed out the excess. So now our makeshift humidor is ready to have tobacco added to it. So stay tuned. So I got my tobacco. I'm going to try to carefully pour it in here because I'm doing this with one hand and filming with the other. Ah! Oh, come on, man. It figures. You know what? The hell with this. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put it in by hand. Can you imagine I'm using something that's over 100 years old to actually be functional today? I mean, that is just like pretty cool, right guys? Look at this. Look at the mess I'm making. Holy Jesus. It figures, right? I do everything in like with chaos. So there's no way in hell that I'm going to give Governor Cuomo of New York $1 more in my taxes. They charge here in Long Island like $12 to $14 for a pack of cigarettes. In New York City, I think it's way more expensive. It costs me only $1 to make my own cigarettes. That's right. My brand is called D-Lights. So yeah, I know I'm going to get a lot of you guys squawking in the comments. Don't smoke, D. Let me tell you something. This is my only sanity. I don't drink. I don't do drugs. And once in a while, a cigarette takes away the anxiety. And if I live a shorter life for that, so be it. So yeah, so now we got a functional antique tobacco jar with a sponge with distilled water. Let me just place this lid on, and there we go. It's got a good seal, right? And now my tobacco will not go stale anymore. Voila. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys all soon.